this is Lisa from Local King Rubber Stamp. Welcome to my channel. Ready for today's video? What I'm going to share with you today. Today, actually, I'm going to share some awesome technique with you how to create this card. You know, these stamp, they are the shadow stamp, and then most of the cream, those beautiful bird, they are kind of white color with a little bit black, a little bit orange touch up, right? So if there is a white markers on the market, but most of the white marker, they are oil based or the pigment. There is no dye based markers on the market. They are not available. So this is the shadow stamp, and then if you have been following my channel, you know the shadow stamp, which is a color with the markers, is going to turn out beautifully, right? But this particular bird, they are white color, and there's no white dye based marker. How we are going to color this bird with a white color? Okay, so today's video, that's the awesome technique, and then plus something extra, you don't want to miss it. So this card is actually created from this card, and this card is just a regular cheap card style. I bought it from Michael's. It's just a recollection, 110 pounds. It's perfect, and then see how beautifully I can blending it with the Local King's Magic Mushroom. If you don't have a Local King's Magic Mushroom, you can use the any kind of sponge and brush tool. They will work just fine. And then I love Local King's Magic Mushroom because the quality, they just do it faster, and then you can control how hard you want to apply and how thin the color, and then you can really control of that. So I'm going to start today's video, and I hope you like it. And if you do like it, make sure you give me a thumb up and leave me a comment. I always read my comment. I really like to get connection with all my viewers, my customers. Okay, so that's start today's video, and remember, leave me a comment, let me know what do you think. That's started. Okay, so I have already created 262 YouTube videos already. A lot of video, a lot of information. I'm sure every video you will pick up some awesome technique. So today's video have something special for you, and just make sure you check Local King online video library. There's a lot of awesome video. Okay, so today's project, we are going to need a stamp positioner. If you have one, that's awesome. If you don't have one, please make sure you watch the video number 43. Number 43, I was sharing with you how to use a CD case or DVD case to create your own stamp positioner, and they totally, definitely work just fine. So, but I will recommend this stamp positioner. I found out they are very useful. So if you only have the CD case, so of course you can make only like a CD case, CD size card. If you have a DVD case, you can make a bigger card. I like to make a bigger card, so this is actually 5x7 card. So this is just a regular card style. When we want to do the blending, you do not want to use the glossy paper. They don't really blending well. And then I kind of lost my phone, so I just put a piece those kind of cutting mat to raising up my stamping area. Okay, so that's grab my little birdie here. So this is Don't Crank Your Neck. It's our new design, and they are on the special now. And a friendly reminder or special promotion, and it's going to end on Monday. And for YouTube viewers, you always get this 5% extra coupon code. If you have any certificate, please remember to use that. They do have an expired date, and I can see a lot of you guys, the person who participated Local King's card challenge, you already got that $20 or $10 gift certificate credit, and make sure you use that. And I see some of you already use it. Okay, so we are going to stamp the two birds. I'm going to just show one. Okay, so let's see where we're going to put. Or if you want to use both of them, they will work just fine. But I kind of want to create those crane kind of fly in one direction. So I'm going to put the one here. Okay, like this. Okay, and then the other one is just the same technique. We are going to just repeat it. Okay, so what else we need? Let's go. Okay, the material is we are going to need the white ink pad. It's good to have it, but there is a way you can cheat it and we can don't use it. But I think with this white impact, this crayon is look whiter. We're going to use a Versamark, and we're going to use a clear embossing powder, and we're going to use the markers. You can use any kind of markers. We're going to use a marker just to give it a little bit highlighted on the bird's tail and that little touch around the eye area. So that's starting by using this white impact first. Okay, so that's remove the. So this is the don't crank your neck, and it's 5 stamps. And remember 2021's new design, all the matching die have a double die. So that means you're going to get a 10 matching die set. 10 matching die a set. Okay, so first we are going to just use the white pigment impact. Okay, like I say, I don't think so they have a white dye base impact. Have you, if you know which vendor is selling the white dye base impact, please let me know. So we're gonna use the white pigment. That's the only impact can find is the pigment or is the oil based impact, but we cannot use or like a stays on cotton white, but we cannot use the stays on because they dry too fast and we want to do something. Okay, when you tapping your white color, you are going to be very gentle tapping. You don't want to like squeeze this impact, because if you squeeze this impact, it's going to block all the detail line. See, because of these bird, those outline, they are reverse image. They are different with the regular stamp. The regular stamp is the outline, and then you don't have to color. They are white already. So this kind of technique is actually kind of like a Joseph's code, but instead of black, we kind of use the blue. Okay, so we already stamped it, right? And then we are going to stamp it. And I am going to use my lovely paint tool, kind of just rubbing it. I really found out this tool is really useful. Okay, it's white, you cannot see, but no worry. Okay, now what we're gonna do again is we are going to, don't worry about clean your stamp. We're gonna use the markers. We are going to just give it a little bit touch around these skinny legs. So I am going to color directly. You don't have to clean your stamp. Actually, we want to have that white. So I kind of color a little bit brown, and then you can do a little bit research. Those kind of crayon, it kind of look like they have a little bit blue on their head. They have a little bit red, I think. Okay, red here, and then their beak is kind of black, and a little bit on his little feet. And then I am going to use this skin tone, kind of create a little bit shading under the wing, a little bit on the tail. Okay, don't you worry about your marker. If your marker pick a little bit white color, all you have to do is clean with the wet cloth. Those markers is super heavy duty and they're super juicy. So it will not damage this marker. I am actually going to kind of put a little bit white there too. Okay, and then that's a stamp one more time and use my look. Okay, I know you can only see a little bit shading, right? That's exactly what I want. And then can you believe it? This card is actually created by this card. So we are going to now, how did I get a background blue? And then look, the color is so smooth. You think probably this is a blue cardstock. You can do that, but the problem is the blue cardstock, how we can do the bird white. I think you can use the white, white impact, white embossing powder, but because at least the outlines is so detailed, I'm just afraid if we use the white embossing powder, maybe they block the outline. So this is just something special technique you want to learn. Okay, so now don't remove your stamp. We're just going to clean it. And then now we are going to seal this image with a clear embossing. So The clear embossing, we are going to use a Versamark, and then we are going to just ink your stamp. And then, like I say, you don't want to squeeze your impact too hard because I don't want to lose that detail. So this stamp, you can do the coloring, you can do all the things, but is that the detail that really make this image special? So I just use my tool and rub a little bit. Okay, you cannot see anything, but that's okay. So now I can remove this one, and then I am going to do the embossing. So this is what I'm going to do. I really hate embossing powder, so I bought this tray, and I am going to just coat it with the detail embossing powder, and this is a clear embossing powder. So I'm going to just do that. Okay, kind of tap, 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 tap. We really don't want to block that fine outline, because if we block that outline, and then when we darken the background, the space between those feathers, they are not going to pick up the dark color, so your crane is not going to show. So this is what it look like after I coated with a clear embossing, and now I'm going to heat up. So that's just put this away because I am going to do one more time. Okay, and here is the one more thing that you got to know. When we heat up, just make sure they don't drop on the floor. So when you heat up this detail, because I want to keep my paper as smooth as I can. So before you heat up, you're going to warm up your embossing gun. Okay, just warm up for like a 30 seconds. And then when you try to heat up your embossing, keep the distance. If you point your heat gun too close, your paper will start to create a wave, like a wrinkly. That's what I don't want. I want to keep my paper as smooth as I can. So I'm going to do the embossing, and I know everybody know how to do the embossing. Just remember, preheat your heat gun. Okay, see, after I coated with that clear embossing, and my bird is actually pop out, right? And then you know what? Actually, today the car I'm going to create, we're going to try the nighttime view. I am actually going to do black. You will see how pretty it is. So now I'm going to just stamping one more bird, and then I am going to just fast forward it because you already see how it works, right? So I'm going to just secure my paper first, and then this was stamping with a Versamark. Got to make sure to clean it. And then remember, how did I do it? First, I stamping with a coat of white impact, and then I use a marker, just give a little bit touch around the neck, around the feet, around the wing, and then we seal with clear embossing. Okay, so I did the second bird, and you can see those reflection that's coated with clear embossing, right? Okay, so before we start to do the blending, I have another awesome tip I think you will like to learn. I probably mentioned in my other video before, but it's the same technique but different way to do it, and I think you are going to love it. So this is just a piece of scrap paper, and I am actually going to create a cloud template. So what I did is I just grabbed this piece of packing tape, and then I'm going to just put the one sheet here. I'm going to actually create a template that I can use again because I kind of find that I use this cloud a lot. So I'm going to use, I'm making a 2 sheet. So I just put the 2 strip of the packing tape, okay. And then I am going to just use this die cut, this Long Fang's puffy cloud border. So I'm going to just put the two because I want to create a two a template that have a two different kind of size cloud. So I'm going to just do that. And then because on the packing tape is kind of slippery, so you are going to just use the masking tape. So I just use the cheap those kinds of masking tape you buy from the hardware store, and I'm going to. Okay, so here is what it look like. So after I die cut it, I create the beautiful cloud template. Okay, because this one is kind of too layery. There you go. And then it's a coating with the packing tape. So when you're blending it, it's not going to pick up the color because it's kind of resist. And then you can use again because they are protect, right? If you want to, here is just a little bit extra. I'm going to trimming off. If you want to keep this template longer, you can actually, when you put the double side tape, you can put the front and the back. So that way they are going to be more, they will last even longer. Okay, so now that's do, and then this part, if you want to keep it, you can do it too. It's just like a negative cloud. So it's very useful too. We definitely can use that. Okay, so that's do or blending now, and that's just to take this away. Okay, so for the blending, I have a few impact here. For this car, I kind of just use the blue color, but for the car I'm showing you, I actually kind of want to create the dark black. So we're going to start it. And then if you have a local King's Magic mushroom, remember they got to be a little bit moisture. They will blending much better. So I'm going to just use this blue, and then don't really have to worry about it. So I'm just kind of wipe, just kind of squeeze with the wet cloth, and then use the white cloth. Okay, and then we are going to, even though we want the black, but we are not starting with the black, we are actually going to give it a little bit blue as a foundation color. So I'm going to just pick up some blue, and then I am actually going to grab a piece of scrap paper because I always get dirty fingers. Okay, so I'm going to just start to rubbing it, and then you can see how easy this magical mushroom. So we are going to drawing a little circle, and then for some of you guys have been signed up play with Lisa event. I have the date. It's going to be the May 31st, and it's a Sunday, and you will receive an email, and we're going to have more information out. So if you have a set of magic mushroom, what I'm going to do is during this playing time, I'm going to show you some basics blending technique, and then some coloring technique. So just have your magic mushroom ready, and prepare one or two shadow stamp. Or if you don't have it, or magic mushroom or shadow stamp, just create one or two project, and then we just want to play in front of camera, just have fun. If you have any question regarding stamping, and I will do my best to respond your questions. So we already have 30 people signed out. So the first play with Lisa is full. If you want to join us for the second one, you can still send me an email, and I will put you on the list for the second play with me. It should be fun. I have never done this before, and I hope it will run smoothly. Okay, so I just simply color with or basic color. This is the Bahama blue, and then just draw a little circle. And then when the playtime come up, when we're doing the playtime, I am going to ask you to holding your magic mushroom. I'm going to explain how can you blending better. And don't worry, I will post Lisa play with Lisa video on the YouTube channel, so you can still see what we're doing. Okay, so I have the foundation color. I'm going to just clean my table first. Okay, so that's the foundation color, and because I really kind of want to create a night view. Well, that's to give a little bit blue around this crane. Okay, and then this is just Michael's cheap recollection cardstock, and I think they just work perfect. And then I did seal with a clear embossing powder, but don't worry about it. We are going to clean later. So now I'm going to using the second color. You always start with the lighter color first, and then you add a darker color. Don't even bother to clean your magic mushroom because we are going to start from the light to the dark. So I am starting from the corner and then kind of doing a circling, kind of draw, bringing from the outside in, and then drawing a circle, and you can see how smoothly these magic mushroom blend. So later on, if you like to see the sunset color, leave me a comment, let me know. I should create a sunset color too. But today I kind of want to create like a dark black night vision. Okay, so I always start with on the corner and then push a little bit harder and then kind of drawing a little circle to hiding my blending line. See how pretty it is? And I'm going to clean the table again. Okay, and then now what I'm going to do, I am not using my black yet. I am going to, okay, now we are actually going to do a little bit darker blue before we move on to the black. I want to this is really like a dark. Ooh, look at this beautiful blue. Okay, see how smoothly these can really blend. And then because this stamp is a kind of shadow stamp, all the lines are reversed. So when I blending these, those gap is picking up those blue color, so it's kind of filling the gap. So that's how come my crane is really pop out. Okay, and then when I doing the embossing, I actually have a few embossing in the stick on my paper, but I kind of create a star looking. I totally fine with it. Remember, this is a handmade card. Okay, so if it is like a perfect, we just print it. What's the point to make a card? You just printing the card, right? So that's what's look like. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so let me clean my table. I think I am. Let me add a little bit purple. Because it's just my favorite color. Okay, so purple in my magic mushroom is kind of dry, so just kind of squeeze with a wet cloth and dry with dry towel. Kind of just squeeze it. Okay, and then we are going to just add a little bit purple. And then when you blending, you don't want to cover those light blue. See how pretty my color was like this, and then after blending, it's like that. One of the YouTubers say Local Kings and Magic Mushroom cannot blend. I was kind of upset at, can you tell me, can they blend or not? They blend it totally fine. You just have to know how, and then in my coming video, I will explain a little bit more about how you control those magic mushroom. Okay, because the shape is a circle, so it's easy to blend. If you have those wedges, it will do the job, but it just a little bit challenging to smooth it when you're blending. Okay, so I'm going to grab the purple color, and then I am going to just give a little bit purple. And then the best part is when they blending, they actually create a new color. So we just want to do a little bit. Every time after you pick a new color, don't push too hard on your paper, because if you push too hard, it's going to leave a mark. We try to hide that mark because we want to make a very smooth coloring, right? Okay, so now I have my basic color. It looks just so pretty, and I am going to start with my black color. Those magic mushrooms, remember, you got to use that. They use that. They work better and better. They got to be a little bit moisture. And then Tracy actually showed me that I can use these magic mushroom on my background stamp, which is looks so pretty. Thank you, Tracy. Share this awesome idea with me, and then now I can share with you. I love this YouTube channel because through this channel we can share all the awesome idea with all our viewers or customer. So that's all the fun part, right? So now I'm going to do my block, and this block I don't really use my block magic mushroom often, so my mushroom is kind of hard. So kind of give a little bit love, give a little bit squeeze with the water, and then okay. If you want to create some start, I can show you how we can use a white paint, or you can even use a bleach to kind of tapping your brushes. Okay, so let's do the black, and my black is kind of dry. I'm really missing to go to the show because I need a lot of material. Oh, okay. Before we do that, I totally forgot about my cloud. So we're going to use this template I just created, right? And I already show you how to create that. So I'm going to just kind of let's just put this angle here. Okay, watch carefully. The magic is going to happen. So now I'm going to color all this part black, and see the way I color. It can be easier than this. It's so easy to blend so smoothly. If you use the brushes, I guarantee you take a while to get this color. And that foundation blues is very important. If you don't use this foundation blue and you just use the black, your sky is not going to be so pretty. Look at my cloud. What? Okay, and then look, my guiding or my template is still awesome, and then we can just clean it. Okay, so this part, because I want it very very dark, I kind of pushing my mushroom very hard, but this time I just want to have a little bit lighter color. See, I just drawing a little circle here, and then you will see the difference. See, this is so dark and this is much lighter, right? And then now I am going to use the other side of my template. Isn't this awesome? I hope you like it. And you know what? I don't want to ask more. I just want you, if you like my video, please share with your friend. I am not doing a lot of advertising. If you found me and you join my channel, share this awesome channel with your friend. And I am almost reach 5,000. Once when I reach 5,000 subscribers, I am going to have a giveaway. So stay tuned. Okay, look at this one. So this side I do a very dark, and this side I release my pressure a little bit, so that way I can have they are really in the cloud, right? And this one kind of just change a little bit spot in the corner. I want it dark and gently kind of circling around. And look, is that pretty? Okay, so if you are happy, that's good. If you are not, like here, we can kind of blending a little bit again. Okay, just drawing a little circle. Okay, you will pick up this technique how to do the blending. And then for the people who already signed up at play time with me, have your magic mushroom, and we are going to do together on the camera, and I guarantee you can pick up this technique. Okay, so I think this part, remember the negative part, I want to make this part darker, so I'm going to just use that one. And then so this time I'm going to do heavily pressing my magic mushroom, drawing a little circle. Voila! Ta-da-da! I think that's really nice. Should we do a little bit more darker? Okay, I'm going to just do a little bit darker because I really kind of want to create like a flying in the dark. And then see how pretty this blue. I think I like the darker one better, right? Okay, we are not done yet. So next thing, clean the table here and then clean my template because I am planning to use again. And then in my future video, you will see I use those template again. Okay, and now is the time we are going to use the wet cloth. What you can do is you can use a Q-tip, but I'm kind of lazy to go and get my Q-tip now. So what I do is I just use my wet cloth, kind of clean the surface of my bird. So that because we are coating it with clear embossing powder, right? So they will not pick up any color. Okay, but I think I would like to give a little bit more shading under my my crane. So what I do is I just use one of these applicator, pick a little bit black. Okay, and then kind of protect my beautiful sky around this crane. I'm just around the neck. I'm kind of just give a little bit brushing to kind of create a shadow. So that way my bird is going to look more realistic. How do you think? See the one on the top, I add a little bit black shadow. This bird looks more 3D than the bird I didn't add a shadow, right? So now I'm going to add a shadow so they can fly together. I think it's really pretty, isn't it? Okay, so now I add a little bit shadow. Should we put a little bit star? So for the star, it's easy. One way you just grab some water and kind of put a little bit water, but I want to have a very bright star. So I'm going to use my white pen. Okay, so how can we create the star? So what I have is this Copic white paint. Like I say, I have this paint over 15 years. They never finish. Or you can use a watercolor. If you don't have it, you can use a bleach. Okay, so I'm going to just kind of use one of my brush and the other one, and I kind of just tapping on top to dry. So I'm going to add a little bit more water. Okay. And then I already used the corner puncher to punch the corner, and then kind of just tapping it. That's my star. Okay, let me just clean my brush and show you the close view. Okay, so let's do this. Look, my star. And then I have my cloud, and this cloud I just use a detail die and I did the embossing. You don't even need to do anything. You don't need to color. I think you can do the white color, but I just have some extra silver mirror paper that left over, so I'm adding on. It looks more expensive. Okay, so this is my blue sky and this is my dark night. I think I can even do the even like a more dark. I think that just looks awesome. Would you like to see the sunset finish? If you do, leave me a comment and maybe I can working on the video. Any video you like to see, send me an email. I will definitely mark down on my calendar and I can make that happen. Okay, so that's today's video. Don't crank your neck. And then, like I said, here is a 5% extra 5% off discount code. You can use it for everything, even for 2021's spring new set. And then here is extra goodie for my Royal YouTube viewers. If you have a place order between April 15th to 23rd, and then if you are planning to place an order in the comment area, make sure you write down I love sausage finger, and then I will include these 4 hat dies with your order. if you already placed your order between April 15 to 23rd, what you're gonna do is you are gonna send me an email with your order number and then write down I love sausage finger, and I also going to include this very cute die cut with your order. So a lot of you guys ask me, is that party time work with the Mr. Dress Up? Absolutely. I think too many people are asking me, so I will create a video to share with you how we can use the party time on the Mr. Dress Up. I think that party time is good for everything. You can put any image with a little hat, little glasses, little tie. That will make it just cute. So remember this one. What do you have to say? I love sausage fingers, and then I will include the 4 hats die. It's $10.99 with your order, free shipping. So hoping you remember to write it down, and then mark down that I love sausage. That's a special gift for YouTube viewer, and this special gift is good until April 23rd. Any order I receive after April 23rd, because I'm going to have order out. So if the promotion is end on Monday, and if you are place your order these few days, okay. And but if you already place your order, you got to send me that message right now, because on Monday I am sending all the order out. So when I have your order out, I am not able to send you these die cuts anymore. It's come with the order you already ordered. So hoping you like today's video, and let me know. I am still working on some other video to share with you. I have created a lot of video to already show you how to use those brand new stem set and matching die set, and I will totally continue use the same stem set to use a different kind of technique to share with you what else you can do. So what do you think about today's video? Do you like it? So this is Lisa from Local King Rubber Stamp. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye!